Faith Kipyegon, three-time Olympic champion, four-time world champion, the greatest 1500-meter runner in history. She is not running the 1500 meters. On May 16th at Shanghai, she is running the 5,000 for the first time since the Paris Olympics. And everyone wants to know why. Faith Kipyegon is the dominant force in middle distance running. She was born on January 10, 1994, making her 32 years old. She is a Kenyan athlete who grew up in Ndababet village in the Rift Valley, running barefoot to school because the distance made it necessary. What started as survival became her superpower. Her record in the 1500 meters is unmatched. She won Olympic gold at Rio in 2016, then again at Tokyo in 2020, and a third consecutive gold at Paris in 2024. She is the first athlete, man or woman, to win 3 straight Olympic titles in the same individual track event. That is not a record in a side event or a relay. That is the center of the track and field universe. At Paris 2024, she won her Olympic 1500-meter final in 3:51.29, shattering her own Olympic record from Tokyo by nearly 2 seconds and cementing her status as the greatest middle-distance runner of her generation. She holds 4 world titles at 1500 meters from the World Championships in 2017, 2022, 2023, and 2025. At the Tokyo World Championships in September 2025, she won her 4th world title by nearly 3 seconds, the largest margin of victory in any of her 7 global 1500-meter titles, and she is the world record holder. In July 2024 at the Paris Diamond League, she ran 3:49.04 seconds. That is the fastest 1500 meters ever run by a woman. She set that record a year after she also broke the world record in the mile. This is the athlete who could coast through the 2026 season and still win every 1500-meter race she enters. She could run locally, collect money, defend her reign without risk. Instead, she made a different choice. On May 8, 2026, Faith Kipyegon announced her season opener, the 5,000-meter final at the Shanghai Diamond League on May 16th. Not the 1,500, the 5,000. "I wanted to challenge myself early in the season and build strength," she told the Wanda Diamond League. "The 5,000 meters is a great distance for that, and Shanghai is always a fantastic place to compete." This was not a casual decision. This was a deliberate step away from the event that made her a legend. When the greatest 1500-meter runner in history chooses to run 1,500 more meters at the start of her season, the sport takes notice. She was not coasting. She was signaling something larger. She could have run the 1,500 in Shanghai and won easily, collecting Diamond League prize money and maintaining her unbeaten streak at that distance. Instead, she chose the harder path. She chose the longer distance. She chose to test herself against a different challenge. That choice reveals a competitor who is not satisfied with the status quo, who is not content to rest on past glories. "The 5,000 meters pushes me in a different way. It is about patience, rhythm, and knowing when to make your move," she explained. "I enjoy that challenge. My goal is to run a strong race, test my fitness, and start the season on a positive note." Those words mattered. A world champion does not say she is testing her fitness at a Diamond League meet 6 weeks into the season without reason. She was not running for a fitness test. She was running for something else. The 5,000-meter race has a different place in Kipyegon's story. This is not a distance she stumbled into. This is a distance she conquered. This is a distance where she proved she could run with the absolute elite at any distance, at any time. In June 2023, at the Paris Diamond League, Kipyegon ran the 5,000 meters and set the world record, 14 minutes, 5.20 seconds. That mark stood as the fastest 5,000 ever run by a woman. It was not a close record. It was a statement. She had dominated the distance so completely that no one else had come within 30 seconds of her time. 3 months later, she returned to the World Championships in Budapest and made history by winning both the 1,500 and the 5,000 at the same competition. She became the first woman ever to win both titles at the same World Championships. She was unstoppable at multiple distances. She owned the longer distance the way she owned the middle one. For exactly 3 months, she carried that 5,000-meter world record as a symbol of her range, her power, her ability to dominate across the spectrum of elite running. No woman had ever held world records in both 1500 and 5,000 meters simultaneously in the modern era. That record belonged to Faith Kipyegon. Then the landscape changed. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, Beatrice Chebet defeated Kipyegon in the 5,000-meter final in a dramatic race. Kipyegon initially was disqualified, but successfully appealed and was reinstated in silver. Chebet had won. Kipyegon was second. A year later, at the Tokyo World Championships in September 2025, the same story repeated. Beatrice Chebet won the 5,000-meter world title. Faith Kipyegon earned silver. More significantly, her world record had already been erased. Ethiopia's Tsegay broke Kipyegon's 5,000-meter mark just months after she set it. Tsegay now owns the world record at the distance. For the first time in her elite career, Kipyegon had lost something she built. Her 5,000-meter world record was gone. The queen of the middle distance had been dethroned at the longer distance. But Kipyegon did not retreat. She came back to win her fourth consecutive world 1,500-meter title in September 2025. She remained unbeatable at her primary distance. Yet something was unresolved. The 5,000 remained unfinished business. By choosing to open her season in the 5,000 meters in Shanghai, Kipyegon is making a statement that cannot be ignored. She is saying, "I do not accept this outcome. I am coming back to reclaim what is mine. I am ready to fight." Shanghai Diamond League on May 16th represents her first race of the outdoor season. She could have chosen the 1,500. She could have gone to a smaller meet, run conservatively, built fitness gradually. She could have coasted to easy victory with minimal risk and maximum reward. Instead, she chose the harder distance at the beginning of the season when athletes are typically still building fitness. Experienced runners in May are not yet at their peak. Yet Kipyegon is choosing to debut at her toughest distance when she is presumably not yet at full fitness. That choice means only one thing. She is not preparing for the 5,000. She is attacking it. She is signaling that a world record attempt is not just possible, but probable. She is telling the world that she has the fitness and the confidence to challenge Tsegay's world record and Beatrice Chebet's dominance in the early stages of her season. A world record in May is not common. It is a sign of exceptional preparation and exceptional fitness coming into the season. Kipyegon has both. Yet Beatrice Chebet is not an easy target. She won the last two global championships at 5,000 meters. She is younger, faster, and hungry to defend her dominance. She has all the momentum. Kipyegon acknowledged the challenge. "We are currently racing with such a strong group of girls in every race," she said. "I have still lots to prove, so I am excited for what is ahead.